One of the most important thing to get great views on YouTube is creating a thumbnail. A thumbnail which grabs audience attention. Most of the times, this is what most of the creators do. They invest multiple hours in creating a video, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. But when it comes to creating a thumbnail, in just a hurry, they create some thumbnail and just upload. Are you one of those people who create the thumbnail in the last moment and you feel that, oh my God, I'm not getting the views? Just comment if you are somebody who feels the same thing. In fact, I have done that many times. Are you one of those? Yes, I see, right? So your approach for thumbnail should be completely different. In today's session, you'll understand one is how to create great thumbnail and when you should plan for creating a thumbnail. Please note, thumbnail creation does not start after you uploading the video or after you create the video. Thumbnail creation should be the first step that you should consider if you want to really succeed fast on YouTube. Now you might be wondering why? Why a thumbnail first? See, only if you create a thumbnail that is going to grab audience attention, they will click, right? Now, only if you know what thumbnail that you're going to create, you can better plan your content. I'm going to give a very simple example. Say, for example, I want to create a video on how to learn spoken English. If this is my title, certainly people are not going to click that, right? There are many videos around the same thing. Now, say, for example, I did some search and I saw that there are a lot more other creators who have created, say, for example, 3 tips to learn English in 30 days, right? Something like that. Now, after understanding others' content, say, for example, I came up with some idea like this. 5 steps to learn English in 30 days with only 10 minutes time investment. Now, this could be a great title. And when you plan this title and thumbnail before, you can plan your video in line with that. Right? So that's how you should be doing. So let's understand everything about thumbnail, how you should be creating thumbnail. What are the 5 factors that you should be considering? In fact, the number one thing that is most important is the one which I'm going to share towards the end. So let me just quickly bring my screen here. And before that, I would like to quickly welcome visionary Kanchan, fantastic, fit and furious, brilliant, visionary, brilliant MK Properties. Purnima, fantastic, great to have you. Suresh, Raina, fantastic, great to have you. FFK, yes, fantastic, great to have you. All right, brilliant. So let me just quickly bring in my presentation here so that you understand. I'm going to quickly share the screen here. I believe you're able to see the screen. When it comes to getting great views on YouTube, there are 2 things that really matter the most. Of course, one is creating a great thumbnail, which is going to grab audience attention. The second most important thing is audience retention. Now, what is audience retention? Say, for example, you created a 10-minute video. What is important is how long did the audience watch your video? Did they watch for 3% or sorry, did they watch for 30%? Did they watch for 40%? Did they watch for 50%? Right? Higher the retention, which is good, right? So always make sure if you're not getting views on your video, it could be either of this factor. One is your thumbnail is not grabbing audience attention, or your video is not being retained by the viewers. They're exiting from the video faster. Whichever is the factor, once you understand that, you can plan and scale it up. Okay. Now, where do you check this? I'm going to first quickly tell you where you can check this so that you understand. And I'm also going to tell you what is a good CTR. Okay. I'm going to quickly bring in my screen here. First, I want to make sure that you are understanding this. And then we are moving to the next thing. All right. So I'm going to quickly bring my YouTube studio here. I'm going to share my analytics screen. Please pay attention to this. If you understand what I'm sharing today, and if you implement, you have a great chance to increase views on your channel. 100%. Because these are something that is the most important thing for you to scale up. Okay. I'm going to take to one of my channel. It is at Home Gadgets. And let me share my screen here. Okay. Take this for an example. Okay. So I'll take this as an example. And if I go here, okay. So I am right now in the content section, and I am in, I come to YouTube Studio to the content section. And if I take example of this analytics, okay, so you see, this video has generated about $80. Now coming to the reach, this has got a impression click-through rate of 7.7%. Now, what does that mean? For easy understanding, say for example, there are 100 people who saw your video. Okay, when I say about saw your video, it's something like this. Say for example, I'll come to YouTube and search as AC installation. Okay, when they search as AC installation, you see it's the first video in YouTube, right? Even if you search as AC installation, you should be seeing the video from my channel only, A to Z Home Gadgets. Now again, the video has been ranked top for this particular keyword. Correct? Now, what is an impression? Impression is the moment somebody searches this particular keyword and your video is shown. Say for example, your video is shown 100 times, but YouTube is going to check how many times people really clicked on that. Now, in this case, when my video was shown just like this, people scrolled or people watched. Out of every 100 people, 7.7% of the people clicked and watched the video. 7.7% of the people. Right? So this is called as click-through rate. Now, let's take for an example, a video which has not got great views. Okay, I'm going to quickly go to one of the other video. Say, for example, let me take this, a recent video, and let's see the reach of this. Now, this has got only about 2,700 views. Okay. Now, if you see the CTR is 6.3, it is slightly lesser than the previous one. Let's take example of one more. So let's take for an example of something which has been getting regular views. So let's see. Let's take for an example of this one. Okay. Now this has been constantly getting views. So let's see the reach of this. This has a CTR of 11%. That means higher the CTR, you have better chance to get more views. Now, is it only CTR? No, it's always a combination of click-through rate plus retention. Okay. Now let's go to the engagement here to see the retention. Now, if you see on this video, the retention is about 2 minutes, 13 seconds. That's only about 23%, which is not great. 23% is not great. Okay. So what would be great? Let's take for an example, something that I can give you as an example so that you understand this. Let's take for an example of this. Okay. Let's go to engagement here. So this has a retention of about 43%, right? So anything above 35, 40% or more than 50, 60% is brilliant, right? It's always a combination of good CTR plus retention, which can help your video to go viral. Are you clear till this point? If you're clear till this point, just comment as clear. If your video has to go viral, it's two most important factors. One is your CTR. Second is retention. If your CTR is below 5%, that means your thumbnail and title are not so great, because of which audience may not be watching your video for a long time, or they might not be, because of which audience may not be clicking on the video. Now, what can you do? Certainly, you can edit the video and change your thumbnail. Right? You can change the thumbnail, you can change the title as well. Okay. Now, say for example, your CTR is 5%, but if you're getting great views, then don't change the thumbnail. Let it be like that. Because at times what happens, if your content has a lot more potential, YouTube may be pushing your video to a lot more people who might not be really interested in that particular topic or something. In that way, your CTR may be slightly low, but you can still get more views. If you're getting great views, do not touch the thumbnail. If you're not getting views, go back to your channel after 48 hours, see what is your CTR. It is above 6-7% and getting views, good. Not getting views, below 5%, change the thumbnail and title. If this is clear till this point, just comment as clear. So visionary, clear. The Spice Kitchen, hi. Fit and Furious, clear. Brilliant. Okay. This is the first most important thing. A video can go viral with the help of a great thumbnail, title, and great retention. Okay. Now let's understand how to create a great thumbnail and what are the most important factor for you to create an amazing thumbnail, which is going to grab audience attention. I'm going to come back to my presentation here and I'm going to share my screen. Thumbnail. Something that has to grab audience attention, right? So there are 5 important elements that I would say that you need to really consider while creating a thumbnail. And the first one is not an element, but first one is a ground rule. The first, fourth and fifth are the most important one. Fourth and fifth are the most important one. So first, let's understand number one. If you want to create a great thumbnail, please check top 3 thumbnails before creating one. Here is something. The moment you think about a video, you'll say that, oh my God, yes, I got an idea. Let me create a thumbnail and put it across. No, that's not how your thumbnail should be. You got to do proper planning. And before doing the planning, you should check how others have done. Let me give you a simple example. Say, for example, you are going to invest about 10 lakhs in starting a business. You're going to invest 10 lakhs in starting a business. So do you first understand how others have built the business and then start, or do you blindly start? What do? Do you first understand how others have built the business, or do you just start your business like that? You do the research, right? You do what are the things that others have done. Okay. So how many of them have got success? What made them to be successful, right? In the same way, you go to analyze the thumbnails of top videos. Now, how do you do this? I'm going to share this details. So kindly make a note of it so that you can follow and implement later. All these 5 things are something that are very, very important. I'm going to come to my own video as an example. Okay. Now, if I search as AC installation, okay, if you also search as AC installation, you will see the video from my channel only. Okay. Now, why is it so? I'm talking about AC installation. Now, if you see here, this person is holding an AC, giving an indication that it's an installation step. Clear? Second, there are not too many texts here. 2023 step-by-step AC installation done. I have not loaded with too many information. Am I telling which AC is that? No. Right? Only put that step that is needed. Again, if you see the next video, which also has got about 1,31,000 views. This has got about 2.1 million views. Again, 2024 step-by-step AC installation done. Now let me take example of other creators. Let's take for an example, I'm going to create video on how to learn English. How to learn English. Again, very common topic for everyone. Okay. Now see which video have got the highest views. Now here it says practice English, which has got about 76,000 views in 2 days. 5 easy steps to speak English. Okay. Now this has got about 10 million views. Now I need to observe, okay, what has this creator done? Right? So from BA Bicep channel, if you see this, it says 5 easy steps to speak in English. No much complication, very simple, right? This is a great idea to consider. Now let's see others. What is the next one? Learn English 30 days, 30 minutes a day. Learn English 30 minutes a day. Now they're saying learn English by investing 30 minutes a day, right? Again, this is also brilliant, which has got about 1,45,000 views, right? Now, after going through all these thumbnails, I get my idea on how to create a great thumbnail, right? Now, without seeing this, if I plan to create my thumbnail, I would fail in the first step itself. Always make sure to get the idea. Now, understand what color combination they have used. They have used white, yellow, black, right? Here it is black, red, right? Now, the highlight is on the numbers, right? Here it is 5 easy steps. Here it's 10 minutes, right? So that's how you should be observing and take about 4 to 5 thumbnails as an example. Okay. Now that's the step 1. Now let's come to step 2. Let's come to step 2. Where's my mind map? Let me just quickly go to my mind map here. Okay. Now step 2 is no fancy thumbnail. Now what do I mean by fancy thumbnail? There are some of them who think that, okay, they need to make their thumbnail so fancy, ding-chack, right? with putting their channel name on the thumbnail, with all those flashy things. No, you're not supposed to do like that, right? You got to keep your thumbnail very, very simple. Okay. Now, what do I mean by fancy? Let me see if I can show some fancy thumbnails to you. Again, they would not be in the first page for sure. It would be somewhere at the bottom. Let's see if I can give some examples. Okay. Example. Okay. So I'm not able to find some examples here. I'll show you while creating a thumbnail. What do I mean by fancy? Okay. Brilliant. So let's quickly check this. I'm going to come back here. No fancy. It should be plain and simple text. No stars, no nothing that would take away audience attention. Okay. Number 3, the most important one. Of course, next two are even more important. Number 3 is consider if you can include numbers, year, or comparison. Consider if you can include numbers, year, or comparison. Now, when I say about comparison, it could be something like this. Say, for example, okay, mutual fund versus stock market, yoga versus gym, which is good, right? So Samsung versus iPhone, which is better, right? So in that way, comparison videos also work in the best way. If you can do that, then that's brilliant. Okay. Now we are going to consider all these elements and then create a thumbnail. Number 4. Now you might think that, okay, what is this? Less text. Is this something to consider? Please do note this. When you create a thumbnail and when you feel that there is nothing to remove from the thumbnail is when you have created the best thumbnail. Say, for example, you have written a lot of things on your thumbnail. The moment you feel, I removed everything that is not needed, but still this thumbnail can give the right information for the viewer, that's when it's a great thumbnail. So don't overload your thumbnail with too much of text, right? And it's also great to include for beginners, tutorial, guide, etc., which can grab audience attention even more. Don't say that, okay, for experts. Rarely people who are experts would come and watch those videos. You might not see videos which says as for experts only. No, most of the videos are made for beginners. It's step by step. It's tutorial. If you use these keywords in either title or thumbnail, it can grab audience attention and help you to get more views. Last and the most important thing. If you're super excited to know the last one, just comment as SE, super excited. Now this is something that can help you to grab so much of audience attention that that's where your thumbnail is going to stand out and has a potential to get more views as well. If you're super excited, just comment as SE, super excited, while I quickly share that as well. Brilliant. Okay, great. So let's understand this. SE, super excited. Great. I'm going to quickly go back to the mind map here. The last and the most important one, which can grab audience attention, is you having icons on your thumbnail. Now, what are these icons? It could be using a tick mark. It could be using a cross mark. It could be using highlighting something, right? Now, these things can certainly grab more audience attention. I'll give a simple example so that you understand this. Okay. Now, these are the 5 most important things. If you want to quickly take a screenshot of this, you can take it. Okay. I'm going to give you about a few seconds. Take this, implement in your thumbnails. 100% you will see better results in your videos. Certainly, you got to make sure that your video is also going to get good retention. Okay. I hope you have taken a snapshot of this. I'm going to quickly come back and share the results. Share some examples here. Okay. Let me give you some example. Okay. How to lose weight fast. Example. Okay. Let's see. I'll give some example here so that you can understand. Okay. You see here, there is a cross mark and there is a tick mark. right? So what it is saying, don't do this, do this, right? Let's scroll something more so that I can give you some right examples so that you can understand. Okay. See again, see this. Somebody is mentioned as top secret, right? Now let's scroll down. This is a brilliant one. Fast thyroid weight loss, a arrow which can grab massive attention, right? That's a brilliant one as well. Next, check this, check this, check this. While I give you all the ideas, and then I am going to tell you how to create a thumbnail. See this, a brilliant one, 4.2 million views, weight loss. This is not something that you should be using. You should be using this, right? And as I told about less text, is it less text? Weight loss, that's it. Are they explaining, okay, you should not be having proteins, you should be having only, I don't know, related to something about fish oil or whatever it is, right? Are they explaining everything? No. It's just that what is grabbing attention here is the cross mark and the tick mark. That's it. Weight loss, cross mark and tick mark, right? Right. So this is how you got to get ideas. Okay. Again, how to lose belly fat, arrow, indicating the fat belly as well. So if you can include something like this, it can certainly grab audience attention. Again, the split screen can also get great views, right? Showing before, after. Now it says day 1, day 30. Okay. Lose or gain weight. Now it says as lose or gain weight. Now say, for example, if it said as only one thing, okay. Now say, for example, it said lose weight, it would grab even more attention of those people who want to lose weight. If it says as only gain weight, again, it would attract the right kind of audience as well. Now here it says both. So again, you can keep it as specific to one particular thing, right? Next, one more thing to consider here. Before, after works really well. Just like versus, before, after also works really well. Now, these are the things that you should consider. Now, let's see how to create a great thumbnail. Okay. Now, again, coming back here, if you ask about one more thing here. Now, in this comparison, before, after. Will also work really well. If this is clear till this point, just comment as clear while I quickly show you. Now we'll move to how to creating a great thumbnail. Okay. So give some, give one cooking example. Okay, brilliant. So let's give example for cooking channel so that you understand this as well. Okay. So Sana's Kitchen, let's do that. I'm going to quickly go to YouTube channel right now and show you that as well. Let's do this. Okay. Say, for example, I'm going to make it paneer butter masala. Okay. Now, please note, if you are making a thumbnail for cooking video, what grabs the highest attention is the way you take the picture for your recipe. Right? The moment they see, they should feel like, oh my God, I need to really have this. That's the first feeling that they should be getting. Okay. Now, when it comes here, to give one more example for cooking thumbnail, I'll tell you what would be grabbing more attention. Okay. Now, for cooking videos, say, for example, if you say it as in 10 minutes only, or you say it as restaurant style, you see this restaurant style, this can grab more attention. Restaurant style in 10 minutes, only 5 ingredients. Okay. So let me see if I can give some more example. How to make cake at home. Okay. Let's see this. Okay. Again, if you see cooking, the major highlight is the way the recipe looks. If it is not looking great, people are not going to click. So learn how to capture a great thumbnail. See this. The crazy one. No oven, no cooker, no beater. Yet a fabulous spongy cake. Now, the beauty here is this itself is grabbing so much of attention that, okay, one want to really cook that and eat right now, or bake that right now and do it, right? So that's how it should be. Again, 6 basic cake for beginners. Now we did talk about using the word beginners. So again, beginners can grab more attention. See this cake in 2 minutes, right? So ultimately for the cooking channels, what really matters is how well you take the pictures. And second is how you retain your audience. Make sure you take the recipe video image slightly closer so that it gives a great appeal for the audience who are watching it. And then text can be restaurant style. It can be in 10 minutes. It can be with only 5 ingredients or something like that. No oven, no egg, something like that. Whatever is applicable for your video, you can do that. Okay. With that, let's move to the next step of creating the thumbnail. I'm going to quickly share my screen here. Okay. So I hope till this point, it is clear for everyone. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. So let's create one thumbnail right now. Okay. Let me just quickly adjust my seat here. Great. Now I'm going to share my screen here. So let's jump into Canva. Now you can create thumbnail from multiple tools. You can create from Canva. There are many other tools available as well. You can do it from PPT as well. Right? Canva is something that is very simple. Now please pay attention to the way I'll be creating thumbnail so that you can follow something similar for your niche and you can get higher CTR. Okay, so let's do this. And what topic we are going to choose? We are going to choose a topic of how to learn English in 30 days. That's what we are going to consider. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll go to ChatGPT. I want some variation so that I'll say to ChatGPT, how I want to create give YouTube video title ideas for how to learn English in 30 days with 5 tips and 10 minutes practice per day. Okay. Give 5 variations. Now that's what I'm telling ChatGPT so that I get some idea what it is going to give. Learn English in 30 days, 5 easy tips with just 10 minutes daily. Okay. 30-day English challenge, 5 tips to speak English with only 10 minutes daily. So it should say as include practice word. Okay. So learn English in 30 days, 5 tips and 10 minutes daily practice routine. This sounds good. 30-day English practice plan, 5 tips to learn English with just 10 minutes a day, right? So this looks good. So I'm going to take this as an example. Okay. 5 simple tips for daily English practice, learn in 30 days with 10 minutes daily. Okay. So let's take this. Learn English in 30 days. 5 simple tips for, see, please note, whenever you're creating a thumbnail or a title, get multiple variations and see what really connects well. Okay. So what would really grab attention here? Is it learn English in 30 days or 5 simple steps? I think this one. 5 simple tips for 5 simple tips. Okay. Now I'll slightly alter this. I'll say 5 simple tips to learn English, in 30 days. And I'll put in bracket 10 minutes daily practice only. Right now, this is a lot more attention grabbing. 5 simple steps to learn English in 30 days, 10 minutes daily practice only. In fact, this could become your title. Now, based on the title, you create a thumbnail as well. Okay. If you're clear till this point, just comment as clear. Now, what I did is I just got a title idea, right? Of course, we had seen a couple of videos on the same topic, and then we understood, okay, 5 tips, 10 minutes, 30 days is something that has got more views. Now, based on that, this is what we have come across. Okay. Brilliant. Now let's quickly go to the Canva template and start doing this. I'm going to share my screen here. If you're loving till this point, just comment as loving it. Are you loving this session? If you're loving this, just comment as loving it. Great. So Canva. Great. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm in Canva right now. Okay. I'm going to quickly hit search and search as, come here and search as YouTube thumbnail. YouTube thumbnail. Okay. Now look for a template which is very simple. Don't pick up the one which is complicated. Okay. So let's pick up the one which is very, very simple. This looks simple, by the way. Okay. And let's see something more. Okay. So this also looks good. The one that would grab audience attention. We just need something. Okay. So let's take this. Okay. Let's take this and then click on customize this template. Okay. Now I don't need this person. Remove all the fancy things. I don't want any fancy things. Everything. You should not have the subscribe button on your thumbnail. Okay. So remove that. Remove this. Remove this. Remove everything that is not really needed. Your thumbnail should be something which is going to give only that idea what you want to tell to your audience. That's it. Okay. Now, this is how the raw one looks. Now, if you want to change the background, you can certainly change as well. Okay. Now, how do you change the background? I'll quickly come and explain that. So it says creative ideas to make money in 2025. Okay. Now we got this. Okay. 5 simple steps to learn English in 30 days. I'm going to get this text here and I'll put it here. Okay. Now it became too much. I'll say 5 simple steps to learn English. Okay. Let's align it in the center. Done. So this is what we did. 5 simple steps to learn English. Again, there is a lot of space here. What I want to do, I want to do my, you can add your personal image here as well. Okay. You can go to upload button here, upload your image. Okay. Or what you can do is, see again, note if you are in the paid version of Canva, you can remove the background directly here. If not, go to, now say for example, I'm going to use this image. Okay. Let me just open and show you this image. Now say for example, I'm going to use this image. And if you have not already removed the background, I'm going to quickly tell you how you can remove the background of it. Okay. So let me tell you how you can remove the background without paying any money. I'm going to go to Chrome browser here and I'll search as Adobe remove background. Okay. I'll go here. Let me see if I have signed in. If not, it will ask me to sign in again. So, okay. I'm going to quickly, it says drag and drop an image or upload. I'm just going to click on upload here. I'm going to select my image. Open. Now it is going to remove the background of it. It It might take just a couple of seconds. And the beauty with Adobe is it gives you a HD image, right? Which you can use for your thumbnail. Now you see, this is completely without background. Now you can just download and use this image. Okay. So this is how you can create an image without sorry, you can have image and remove that background. Okay. Now this image you can upload to Canva and create a thumbnail. I'm going to come to Canva here. I click on upload file. Of course, I don't want that image. I want this image. I'm going to select this. Okay. So I have done this image also in the same way. What I'll do, I'll get it here and place it here. And say, for example, I'm going to point it something like this. Okay. So 5 simple tips, okay, to learn English. Now what I'll do, I'll create a copy of this and say, let's see others, how they have done now. Learn English in 30 minutes. Let's see how they have created. I'm just going to quickly get some more ideas here. So 30 minutes, it says 30 minutes a day. I'm going to say as 10 minutes a day, right? I'm going to say as 10 minutes a day. Okay, you can make it slightly bigger. Okay, so 10 minutes a day, that's it. Now, you want to make sure like, okay, this is grabbing more attention. What you could do, you can go to elements here and go to elements and search as arrow. Okay. So you see a lot of arrows here. So I'm going to quickly select something that looks good. Let me just quickly pick up something that would grab attention here. Okay, let me see the graphic. Okay, so let me use this and give the color as red or yellow. And just rotate this. Okay, highlighting this, right? So this is how you can plan and create. Now, say, for example, you want a different background, you can just delete this background. You want to make it even more simpler, you can delete that. Sorry. You can delete this. Go to elements here, search as black background. Okay. Let me see something that would grab more attention here. Let's take for an example. Okay, not this one. Not this one. No. Okay. So let me right click and bring my image in the front. Okay. So you can do like this. I think my arrow went behind, so I'm going to bring it to the front. Now there is no fancy things that is taking audience attention away, right? So all I'm saying is 5 simple tips to learn English, 10 minutes a day. That's it, right? So this is how you should make sure that your thumbnails are something that is very, very simple. And if you want to highlight more, okay, now what is my most important thing? 5 simple tips. Okay, I want to highlight this more. I'm going to make this font bigger. 5 simple tips. Okay, you can make this bigger because that's what I want to highlight more, right? And then here, I want to highlight more on 10 minutes. You can make that even more bigger, right? So that's how you can create a thumbnail which is going to grab more audience attention. Okay, so if this is clear till this point, just comment as clear. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Fantastic, fantastic, great. Okay, right? So always make sure you have less elements. Okay, now one more thing to consider. If I go back here, let me think, is there something that I can remove from this? Is there something that I can remove from this? 5 simple tips to learn English. Okay, what can I remove? 10 minutes a day. Okay, what can be removed? What can be removed from this? 5 simple tips. I can remove this. 5 tips to learn English, right? And I can more highlight this one, even more highlight. Because the moment they see, I want them to stop at this particular thing. 5 tips to learn English, 10 minutes a day. And say, for example, on top of this, say, let's take, for example, you don't have 10 minutes a day. If this video is created for beginners, if you mention as for beginners, it can grab even more attention as well. Let's quickly change the font size here, font style here. Okay, so I'm going to go for, right, for beginners. Now, I've said as 5 tips to learn English for beginners. In my video title, I'm going to have 5 tips to learn English in 30 days, bracket 10 minutes practice only. Right? Now, what I did here, I reduced my, check this. What was my earlier thing? It was 10 minutes a day. This is the first variation, right? Now, this is the second variation. Now, think what would grab more attention. Is it 10 minutes a day would grab more attention or for beginners? So somebody who is a beginner, this might grab more attention. Okay, so you can have this, but in the title, have as 5 tips to learn English in 30 days, bracket 10 minutes practice only. Right? So this is how you should be planning to create your thumbnail. One is to make sure you're not adding too many text over there. You're using some elements. You can use this, or say, for example, you can also, let me see if I can just quickly draw. Okay. Let's see shapes, text. Yeah, draw. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm going to use this pencil here. Okay. I'm going to do like this for beginners. Okay. This can also grab more attention because you are highlighting for beginners. Right. Now, this also looks more natural because, again, this is not a normal circle, regular circle that we have taken from the elements, but rather you have done it, or something like this for beginners. The more simple you create a thumbnail, the more attention it can grab. Don't overload your thumbnail with too many things. Okay, so that's what you should be following as well. Let me just quickly come back to the screen here and see. Brilliant, right? So this is how you can create thumbnail for any topic, be it, again, as I said, for cooking, it's completely different. For cooking, what really is needed is you creating a thumbnail which is going to grab audience attention, Okay. They should feel that, okay, oh my God, I need to really have this recipe now. That's how it should be. Or they should be that, oh my God, this looks so yummy, or this looks so simple. When they feel that, yes, you're going to get great views as well. Okay. So now we'll take a few Q&As here. If you have any questions, just quickly let me know. I'm going to answer this. Brother, how to create a new channel on same email? So it's very simple how to create a new channel in the same Gmail ID. I'm going to quickly show you this. If I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. So say, for example, right now I'm in my A to Z home gadgets channel. Just scroll down and go to settings. Okay. Log in with your ID, go to settings. And once you go to settings, you have an option here which says as add or manage your channel. Once you click on this, you have an option to create a channel from here. You just have to create a channel from this option. Okay. So that's how you create multiple channels from the same Gmail ID. Okay. Let me stop sharing. Yes. If you have any questions, just quickly ask. We'll have Q&A for another 5-10 minutes. And after that, we are going to end the session. And again, if you want to learn editing, we did a session recently as well. Certainly, you can go back to that video and watch it. Okay. In the last couple of weeks, we have done a couple more YouTube lives as well. And we are going to do some more YouTube lives just to give you an idea. Okay. So you can come and watch here. Okay. Let me just quickly go to Sriram. Okay. If you want to learn editing, so there was a session that was done on video editing as well. Certainly, you can watch this video on how to edit the videos. Again, if you want to understand about analytics, you can watch this video. We also did a session on how to generate in lakhs from digital products, which we did a week or before that. You can certainly watch this video, right? So that's how you can do it. And certainly, yes, we'll also be understanding about channel analytics and how to generate your first $100 in the upcoming sessions as well. Okay. So that's something that you can consider as well. All right. So any questions, just quickly let me know so that I can answer. How to remove background noise after recording? Yes. Yadika Vamba, it is there in my YouTube channel. Go to the live streams and you can see that. Okay. How to remove background noise after recording? So again, most of the editing softwares have the noise removal feature now. So again, you just go to the audio of it and from there you can remove it. If not, you can go for Adobe Podcast. Okay. Let me just quickly show you this. Adobe. Okay. Again, this is one of the great tools to remove the background noise. If you see here, Adobe Podcast, go here. Upload your MP3 file here. Okay. AI-powered audio tools that will elevate your voice. Okay. Just click on, go to enhance speech, upload your audio, and again, it will give you a better audio quality as well. You can try this tool. And best I would say is go for a good microphone. Is my audio clear for all of you? Right? Say it's because I'm using this microphone called as Fifine. Okay. Now it is not very expensive. It's not a very expensive microphone, but again, certainly as a creator, you should be investing in the right microphones. You can certainly do that. If you want the link of it, I can just quickly share. Okay. So I'm going to quickly share this here so that you can check this. So in this link, digitalachievers.hub.com/resource, I've shared complete details on what microphone, what lighting, and everything that I've used. Okay. So certainly you can check here the camera, the webcam that I'm using, right? Again, which is the best microphone? Fifine is really good for laptop. If you're going to use for your cell phone, which is wireless, you can go for Rode. However, Rode is on slightly higher price. You can also go for Grenaro, which is on the lower side as well. For lighting, these are all the things that I'm using right now. Okay. Certainly, I have not turned it all. I have not turned everything on, but yes, these are the lights. And again, if you're looking for lifetime access editing software, certainly you can get Filmora or Movi as well. Okay. They are good editing softwares at a very reasonable price for lifetime access. Movi about 4,000 rupees lifetime access. Filmora about 8,000 rupees lifetime access. Okay. So again, all the details has been given in here. You can certainly check that and get it as well. Share the link. Yes, here is the link. Okay. So you can check the details here. Next. Sir, new Gmail ID best or old Gmail ID for YouTube channel? Whether it's new or old does not really matter. You can certainly create channel using either of them. If you want to have a clean Gmail account, then start with a brand new Gmail ID so that you don't get any spams or other things. Give that email ID only for your YouTube channel related things. That's something that you can do as well. Okay. But managing wise, if you have only one Gmail ID, then that's good. Right. So again, please note, for you to succeed as a content creator, it's not just only about creating a great thumbnail. What is important is having that great audience retention and creating the channel in the right way. And also understanding those tips and tricks that is going to help you scale up, right? Be it SEO or the kind of features that are there in YouTube and everything. You need to understand that, you need to apply the right strategies, then you can scale up. And please note, you have multiple opportunities to earn money. YouTube is one way for you to start as a content creator, but you got to leverage on multiple ways to earn money as well. That's something that you should focus. Okay. Brilliant. How can we learn? Again, if you want to learn how you can scale up faster, if you want to learn how you can scale up faster on YouTube or other platforms, right? You can attend my upcoming session. So I'm going to just quickly give you the link. Here's the link. You can attend my next session that was going to happen at around 7 p.m. and then learn from that. I have a question. I have a cooking channel. I am uploading shorts that grab 500 views. After that video didn't get views. So universe data, please note that. See, please note that short content have very less lifespan. Now, what do I mean by lifespan? A long form video can get a massive number of views in the first 48 hours or something. A short video can get massive views in the first couple of hours. After that, the views will drop. Okay, so that's how it is. Only if the retention on the short video is going to continuously increase, in that case, the shorts is going to get more and more views. When it comes to shorts, there are two most important elements that are counted. One is how many people swiped away and what was the percentage audience watched. If audience watching your video is having great retention, and if the swipe away rate is less, that means people are watching your video more, then in that case, you can get even millions of views on the shorts as well. Okay, brilliant. That's something that you can consider. All right, with that, we'll be ending this session. If there is any other question, I'm going to quickly answer that. Again, it was great to have all of you. Next Tuesday, same time, 7 p.m. I'll be seeing you live. Any questions that you are going to have, certainly you can ask as well. Okay. So next Tuesday, we'll take probably channel analytics session. With that, thank you. I'm Sriram Benur to help you make sure technology is easy to implement and scale up and generate great income from social media platforms. Thank you. Take care and bye for now.